How are we? I hope you are all wonderfully well. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you're enjoying the festive season. I hope you've eaten too much and drank too much, because that's what I've done. I need to go to the gym and run like Forrest Gump. So guys, yeah, I hope you're all well. What is today? Today's Wednesday, the 28th of December, guys. All right. So as always, we're going to do the live stream as normal, guys. Yeah, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades. We're going to look at today's potential trades. I did actually get into a trade yesterday. We're going to look at today's potential trades, and we're also going to look at the important news for today as well. But more importantly, guys, it is your opportunity to ask me as many questions as you like. All right, ask me anything to do with trading, not about my personal life. Yeah, anything to do with trading, guys, and I will happily answer all of them. All right, and it could be anything, guys. Maybe you're in a trade that you need help with. Maybe you need some techniques. Maybe you need help with psychology, money management, starting out, you know, anything, guys. Ask me a question, I'll answer it. All right, so let me just open the live chat so I can see all of your messages, guys. All right, so Terence Mason, good morning, Terence. Good day, Tom and everyone. Good morning, HMH. I hope you are well. And Song Love, the best name ever. Song Love, such a happy name. Yeah, morning as well, guys. All right, so yeah, morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. A few things before we get started, guys. Don't forget our Discord channel. Yeah, our Discord channel is a blossoming rose. It's got more and more traders in there, guys, sharing great ideas and knowledge. So come join the Discord channel. The link is in the video description. Secondly, guys, don't forget the live stream. You obviously haven't if you're here, but we do these every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. So yeah, come join us for this. Ask us anything you like. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you the details. All right. So all the information for all of these things are in the video description. Let me have a little drink of Christmas vodka. It's the season to constantly drink and eat, I find. I'm sure you find it the same. So guys, I'm just going to look back at yesterday's trades to start with. Okay, so yeah, there were 4 trade ideas from yesterday. Yeah, let's just take a look at a couple of them, guys. All right, so the first one was this. This was the pound against the US dollar. All right, so we were looking to short this pair. All right, because price was in an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, and then price has started breaking down. Yeah, it's broken this low. Yeah, and this important grey zone. It's broken this grey zone that I've got highlighted here, guys, and come back up and retested it. Okay, so structurally we are now in a downtrend on the day chart. Okay, so that's what we're seeing on the day chart. And also want to draw your attention, guys, to the candlesticks. Yeah, look at the candlesticks when we're in an uptrend. Yeah, we're in an uptrend here. Look how, yeah, bullish, bullish, bullish. We do get a couple of red candles back, but then it's just bullish, 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 bullish. Okay, and now we can see ever since price has started to break down, look how the candles have changed. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Even the bullish candles are dojis at best. Yeah, bearish, bearish. And then again, look at the buyers. They're barely entering the market. And then again, yesterday, bearish. Yeah, so not only look at structure, guys, but really look at the candlesticks. They give you so much information. All of this here is telling me sellers are in control. All of these candlesticks. All right, sellers are in control. Okay, so yeah, and then we drop down to the H1 chart, guys, because this is where I plot my grey zones for you every morning. Yeah, so we had our grey zone in place. Yeah, this is the H1 chart because this is the chart that I enter on, guys. So this is the H1 chart. and I put this grey zone in because price had been reacting historically over here. And then sure enough, price comes into our grey zone. All right. And then we get, we do get a bearish candle, and then price comes down for the rest of the day. Okay. So a beautiful grey zone, if I do say so myself. But for me, the problem was H1 structure. So I like to be with H1 structure. So if we zoom in a little bit, guys, yeah, you can see structurally we were in an uptrend. And it's not until this level through here is broken, then I'm interested in shorts. Okay, so we got to break down. This candle broke these lows here, but I didn't like the wick. Yeah, I didn't like the wick on these candles. So basically, I'm telling you why I didn't get in this pair. Okay. So we got a candle in our grey zone, bearish, but structurally we were still in an uptrend. When we broke the structure with this candle here, the close of this candle breaks these lows. I just don't like the wicks. The wicks are like buying wicks, okay? But as it turns out, price carried on crashing down, and it would have been a very good trade. But I didn't get into it for those reasons, guys. And like I say, I'll be very transparent with you. I won't say, yeah, I entered on this candle, shorted it, I'm brilliant. I didn't trade this pair because of the reasons I explained. Okay. Let's look at a trade that I did take. Okay, so I didn't take pound US dollar. So let's look at New Zealand US dollar, because this was the only trade that I took yesterday. All right, so let me show you this trade, guys, and then I will answer all of your questions. So Terence, yeah, you've got a question there. I'll answer that shortly. DTV, good morning, my friend. A-Rod, how are you, A-Rod? We've missed you. Yeah, happy holidays, mate. Vodka already ready. Yeah. This is all year round vodka. I don't need just New Year's Eve. Okay, but guys, let me just show you this trade I took from yesterday. Okay, so let's start with the day chart. Let's start with the weekly chart, in fact. So New Zealand US dollar, guys. Why was I shorting this pair? Because on the week chart, it's clearly in a downtrend. Okay, and still is, because these highs haven't been broken. Okay. And now it's at a very important resistance level, okay? Because look at this, price has reacted here, 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 and now it's reacting here, guys. Okay, so weekly, if we were just looking at the weekly chart, we would say, let's short it back down to here, okay? But instead, I had a more conservative target, this 62,000, okay? So weekly, everything is telling us to short this pair. And then we drop down to the day chart. And this is also telling us to short this pair, because it was once in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then ever since this last low here broke, yeah, which it did, this candle here broke it. Yeah, I've been looking for shorts. Okay, and this grey zone is the area from which I'm looking to short it. Excuse me, guys. All right, so that was the idea, to short from this grey zone. Okay, let's go down to the H1 chart now to see exactly what happened. Okay, so this is the trade I took yesterday, guys. Okay, I was happy to take this trade. So like pound US dollar, New Zealand US dollar come up into our grey zone. Yeah, which corresponded with these last highs over here. Okay, so good, we're in our grey zone. Check, tick. All right, the next thing is, usually I'm looking for H1 structure break. Okay, but this one I was a little bit more aggressive with. So structurally, we were getting higher highs, higher lows. All right, so the H1 chart was in an uptrend once it hit our grey zone. Okay, but now I'm really going to zoom in, guys, because this is what I'm interested in. Yeah, once it comes up into our grey zone, as a lot of my regular subscribers will know, this is my bread and butter. We come up into our grey zone and we get a box of indecision. all right? Because you've got selling pressure on the daily chart and you've got buying pressure on the H1 chart. Therefore, you get indecision. Yeah, you've got buyers and sellers meeting. Yeah, and this creates indecision in the markets, all right, or even a ranging market. So buyers are in control. No, sellers are in control. Buyers are in control. Sellers, buyers. We just don't know. It's a box of indecision, all right? And then we get this candle here, okay? So a box of indecision followed by a very bearish candle, okay, tells us we can start shorting this pair, okay? And sure enough, it comes down for the rest of the day. Okay, so once I see this candle, it gives me confidence to start shorting this market. But I'm going to show you how I actually entered the trade. All right, so this large candle was the impetus to start shorting. But I actually entered on the M15 chart, guys. All right, so let's take a look at the M15 chart. Let me find the right location. Yeah, so here it is. So this is now the M15 chart, guys. All right, and as you can see, this box here was that box of indecision. Okay, we're just looking at it now on the M15 chart, but it was also a box of indecision on the H1 chart. So all I'm looking for, guys, is a break of these lows, the break out of this box, and the candle that does that is this. Okay, so this was the candle I entered on. All right, I actually entered 50% of my trade here. So I entered here. If I'd got a retrace, yeah, I would have entered another 50%. Okay, so let's look at this, guys. So let's say my normal entry size is 100K. Let's use 100K for. Let's get rid of this. All right, so let's say my normal lot size is 100K. Excuse my drawing. I've been drinking vodka, as you know. So my normal lot size is 100K. Remember, I've seen this box of indecision, okay? And all I'm looking for is a break of these lows here, okay? And we get it with this candle here, all right? So I could enter 100% of my trade here, but what I usually do is enter 50%. So I enter 50K of my trade at this level. Okay, and then price just comes shooting down, really. Okay, yeah, and my stop's going to be above this box. Okay, so once I get a risk to reward of 1:1, yeah, I'm happy. Okay, I can close my trade, but I've only entered 50K, so I closed, yeah, 100% because it was festive season, and I just took 100% of my trade at this level. Once I got a risk to reward of at least 1:1. Okay, I only entered 50% because what normally happens, guys, is we get a retrace. We get a retrace up into this gray zone somewhere. Then I can enter my second half of my trade. I can enter another 50K, and then we take that down to these lows as well. Okay, so obviously this didn't happen yesterday. Yeah, I just traded 50K down to these last lows, closed, made profit. I was happy. Okay, but I did have another 50K, this 50K here, ready to enter as well if I got a retrace. All right, but I didn't. All right, so yeah, New Zealand US dollar, guys, this was the trade I took. This candle here back down to these lows. All right, stop above the box of indecision. All right, so yeah, that was the only trade I took yesterday, guys. Yeah, because I'm a little bit wary, as all of you are, because of its, volume's a bit thin because of the festive period. But yeah, I was happy to take that trade. It was a good setup for me. Maybe some of you took it. Let me know. Right, Terence Mason, good morning. I'm a naked trader. Okay, as in no clothes, or are we talking about the charts? That's a joke. It's a trader joke. To your knowledge, what is the best method to determine which way the market is going? All right, good question, Terence. How do I determine in the morning where the market is going? Very good question, Terence. So what I do every morning is this, okay? So let's stick with this pair. Let's stick with New Zealand US dollar because this was a trade I took. So I always start on the weekly chart. All right. And I use the weekly chart and the daily chart to give me my direction. And I look for three things on each chart. I look for structure, I look for support and resistance levels, and I look for candlesticks. All right. What are the candles telling me? So let's start with the weekly chart on New Zealand US dollar. I do this every morning on every currency pair, also gold, oil, and a couple of the indices. Yeah, I do this every morning, guys, so you don't have to. And I plot the gray zones every morning. So guys, if you would like to receive these every single morning, then join the channel. Yeah, subscribe to Simply Forex. Smash the notification button and also smash the like button, guys. Yeah, come join us. I'll give you this every morning for nothing. So yeah, back to your question, Terence. Good question. So weekly chart. Yeah, what is it telling me in terms of structure? It's telling me it is in a downtrend. And until this high here is broken, it is still potentially in a downtrend. Okay, potentially. All right. So structurally, we're in a downtrend. Then support and resistance. So this gray zone that you can see is my support and resistance level for this pair. And it's a pivotal level for this pair because it was once support, once resistance, and now it's proving again to be resistance. All right. So yeah, we're getting a reaction at a support and resistance level. Okay. So structure is with us, support and resistance is with us, and we've got a reaction. And then finally, guys, what do the candles tell us? So let's zoom in. Yeah, what are these candles telling you? Yeah, remember this is 2 weeks of trading. Yeah, these are weekly candles. So what are those candles telling you? I hope you are screaming sell at the screen. If you're not screaming sell, then start yelling it. Yeah, sellers are in control. Yeah, look at this. That's a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, and that's a reasonably bullish, bearish candle. Bearish. Okay, so weekly chart, and then I drop down to the day chart. Okay, and then I ask myself the 3 same questions. What is structure doing? Structure was in an uptrend. Okay, and then ever since we've broken these lows here, yeah, we are now in a downtrend. Okay, so we're in a downtrend. Structurally, we're in a downtrend. So remember, first of all, structure. Then I plot my support and resistance levels, and that's this gray zone here that you can see, this gray zone running through here. All right. And then I want to see what our candle's doing. Okay. So again, we need to zoom in for this one. But look at these candles. Ever since we've hit this weekly level, yeah, sellers are in control. Buyers barely there. Sellers in control. Sellers. Buyers are barely there. Buyers are barely there. Sellers. Yeah. So just looking at these candlesticks, sellers are in control. Yeah. And then more specifically, Terence, I look at the previous day's candle as well. All right. And this candle here has bounced off of our gray zone that we highlighted. All right. And I still think we have room back down to these lows, but also this psychological level of 62,000. Okay. So this would also be a trade idea for today. So weekly chart makes sense to short this pair. Daily chart, for the reasons I explained, makes sense to short this chart. So guys, this is my first trade idea for today. Yeah, New Zealand US dollar is a trade idea. I'm looking to short this pair. And that's all I do for direction is weekly and daily. When I go down to the H4 and H1, I'm looking to really pinpoint my entry. Okay, I'm not using H4 and H1 to determine my view for that day. I'm using it for pinpointing entries. So weekly and daily, tell me what I'm doing. Look at structure, support and resistance, and candlesticks. All right, so this is a trade idea for the day. New Zealand US dollar, we're looking to trade it back down to this level. All right, but good question, Terence. Thank you, A-Rod. Can you do, okay, A-Rod, pound Japanese yen? Certainly, sir, no problem. Let's find pound yen. Okay. All right, guys, so pound yen. Already got my gray zones mapped out, yeah? Do it every morning, guys. Yeah, or some of them I keep for weeks, yeah? They're still valid. So pound yen, let's zoom out. Let's start with a weekly chart. Yeah, I suggest you do the same, guys, a top-down approach. So weekly chart, structure is breaking down. Yeah, it was in an uptrend, come all the way back up, okay, but now it's breaking these lows. Okay, so structurally we're in a downtrend. Also, if we look at this candle, that is a bearish candle. Yeah, it was news driven. Yeah, off the back of the Bank of Japan's press conference, it was news driven, but that is a bearish candle. All right. The problem we have with this, guys, is we're selling into a bit of support here. All right, but I still think this weekly chart has room back down to this low here, these lows here. All right, so let's pick a psychological level of 156. Okay, so on a more swing trade point of view, I will be looking at 156 as my target on the weekly chart. All right, and I'm looking for shorts, but I just don't think it's ready to short yet. So let's go down to the day chart now, guys. All right. And as you can see, this lower gray zone is because of all of this price action. Yeah, look how many times it's reacted at this level. Yeah, and again, it's potentially reacting now at this level. All right. So what do I want to see? For me to start, I'm only interested in shorts with this market. Okay, because also if we zoom in a little bit, yeah, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, price was breaking down. We had a bit of a sideways action, and then bang, yeah, we broke all of these lows. All right, so we're definitely in a downtrend. Even the weekly chart is in a downtrend now. So 100% we're looking for shorts on pound yen. But I don't think it's ready to short yet. What I want to see is a retrace into this gray zone, yeah, which corresponds with these levels here. Yeah, it was a very important zone. And then I want to see a bearish reaction. Then I would take price back down to these lows. Yeah, and I would close 80%. Yeah, again, my regular subscribers will know that's how I roll. Yeah, I close 80%. I'd lock profit in. Yeah, because I'm not very good at letting trades run. Yeah, be honest with yourself in trading. So I close 80% and then I let 20% carry on. All right, so that's what I would be looking for, A-Rod, a retrace into this area here, and then a move down after that. It will coincide with the moving average 20 as well. So it's another nice piece of confluence to have. All right, so that's what I'm looking for with that, guys. Hexan, hi Tom, hope you're doing well. Have you analyzed gold yet? No, I haven't, Hexan. Let me analyze gold for you. Hi Bat. Yeah, hi Song, we'll tell you about that in a minute. Morning Henry. Let's do gold. Yeah, Hexan, this is for you. Gold we're going to do, guys. Yeah, but A-Rod, I hope that helps you with Japanese yen. If you was intraday trading, yeah, I'm guessing this H1 structure will be in an uptrend. You could buy up to this level, Yeah, trade in between the zones. Buy up to this level. Once it reaches this level, wait for a breakdown, sell this level. Yeah, you could play it like that. You could trade it like that, guys. Right, gold. So gold, yeah, gold's at such a difficult level, Hexan. I mean, just by looking at it, straight away I would stay out of this trade. I've already made this decision to stay out of this trade. So let's take a look why. So weekly chart, guys. Yeah, again, every time you look at a chart, structure, support and resistance, what are the candles telling you? Do those three things. Do those three things. Okay, I'm going to get a t-shirt. Yeah, structure, support and resistance, candlestick. Yeah, people will think you're crazy. Structure, weekly structure on gold was in a downtrend, but it found some buying pressure here. Yeah, these lows were never broken. That is always a red flag that structure could be breaking. Sure enough, price comes up, yeah, breaking these highs. All right, structurally on the weekly chart, we are in an uptrend. All right. But the problem you've got now, look at the candlesticks. Look at these candlesticks. Sorry, support and resistance. Yeah, so this grey zone was support, then resistance, and now it's acting as resistance again here. Okay, but look at these candlesticks. This is telling me, again, you've got weekly resistance, so weekly selling pressure, and on the in terms of trend, we've got buying pressure. Yeah, buying, B for buying. So when you get this, guys, it happens time and time again. When you get buyers and sellers are like this, yeah, sellers are coming down, buyers are coming up, you will end up with candles that look like this. Yeah, lots of indecision in the market. Price doesn't know what to do. Okay, what I want to see, after I see this indecision, I want to see a strong candle in this direction or even a strong candle in this direction. Okay, I could take shorts down to this grey zone, or I could take buys and carry on up. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly. Let's look at the day chart now. And as you can see, guys, yeah, the day chart is in an uptrend, yeah, clearly, but it's just staggering. Yeah, it's going nowhere at this resistance level. Yeah, this is all that indecision on the weekly chart. So as I said, guys, to be honest with you, I would probably move my grey zone up a little bit. So just to incorporate these last highs here. Yeah, because these last highs have become important. Yeah, these last highs, because this area here is holding. Yeah, this area of resistance is holding. Price keeps rejecting it. All right. So I cannot enter this pair now. Yeah, I can't. What I need to see is a break above this high. Yeah, these highs, this area. Okay, and a candle, the body of the candle closes above this area. Or potentially I want to see like a break of this channel. Yeah, a breakdown, a breakout of this diagonal channel upwards, and then I could take shorts back down to here. Okay, so I'm happy to buy or sell, but it depends on what the next breakout or breakdown candle tells me. All right, guys. So yeah, gold, wait for the market to tell you to go long with a bullish green candle or go short with a bearish red candle out of this important gray box. Okay, wait for that. All right, so I hope that helps you with gold, Hexan. Song Love, hey Tom, you mentioned there'll be a VIP service. Yes, so as part of the Discord channel, if you haven't joined the Discord channel, guys, first of all, do that. The link is in the video description. We're going to do a VIP service on the Discord channel. Okay, it will be paid. There will be a free membership as well, and it will be exactly as it is now. But there'll be VIP membership, which firstly, you have access to me. Yeah. So throughout the trading day, you can ask me any questions you like, and I will respond as quickly as I can. And you'll also have access to trade ideas from myself and a couple of other traders. All right. So this is what's coming out in January. Yeah, and with our trade ideas, we'll give you entries, stop loss, targets, how we're going to enter the pair, when we're going to enter the pair. Yeah, so this is the VIP service in Discord. So yeah, join Discord, guys. Still lots of great stuff on there in terms of free stuff, and then the VIP stuff will be start of next year. All right, Henry, hello, sir. Good morning. Henry, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Henry, you love this pair. I remember your name, and every time you ask me about a trade, it's always Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Am I wrong? Always. All right, let me have a quick drink of vodka before we start. Okay, so Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, guys. It was yeah, it's a tricky one. So let's start with a weekly chart. All right, there was also an area through here of resistance that I'm going to put back in. Okay, so I removed this the other day. So weekly chart, first and foremost, it's reacting at a support area. Okay, it's clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, you don't need to be Warren Buffett to see that. And just look how red all of these candles are on the way down. Red, 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 red. Yeah, in a downtrend. But this gray zone here is clearly an area reacted here, 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 and here. Yeah. So again, it's no surprise that price has reacted at this level. Yeah. We thought potentially it could come down to this level. Yeah. And these lows, but it hasn't. All right. It hasn't. So that's what we're seeing on the weekly chart. I'm also going to put another grey zone in, guys, because I think this could potentially be an important grey zone as well. Okay. Yeah, about here. All right, because again, historically, we've seen price reacting here several times and historically over here. All right, so they're the important support and resistance zones on the weekly chart. Let's drop down to the day chart now and see what's happening here. So, yeah, we've had it's a difficult one, and let me explain why. So price was clearly in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower high, yeah, and it's come down. So this is the last high, okay? And for me, it hasn't quite broke yet. Yeah, this last high here hasn't quite broke. And let me explain why, guys, because I want to see the body of the candle. Let me really zoom in for this one. Yeah, so I want to see this high here. I want to see the body of a candle break this high. The body here doesn't, okay? And then, yeah, because of this wick, doesn't close. And then we even get this candle, yeah? But the wick has now closed back in below this high, yeah? And then this wick has closed back in below this high. This wick has closed back in below this high. These wicks are telling me there's sellers still there. We haven't had a clean break. So it makes me reluctant to buy it. But structurally, yeah, we have had, you know, it's trying to break out. Yeah, so it come down, it's come up here, break, and it's trying to break structure. It's trying to break this high. And then if it does, I think we have room back up to this, this level here. Okay, but I need to see a bullish daily candle. I need to see a candle like this form today. Yeah, if this forms today, yeah, then I'd be happy to start taking longs up to here. But all of these wicks, yeah, are closing back within one another. All of these wicks are keep closing below the last high. So but if you said to me, Tom, you have to trade it today, I would look for longs. I would look for a little retest back down to these highs and then a reaction and then back up. Okay. And then when price gets up to here, I would start looking for shorts, more of a weekly trade, but I would start looking for shorts. Okay. So yeah, I would start looking for longs, yeah, with potentially this gray zone as a target. Okay, Henry, so I hope that helps with Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, DTV. Henry likes Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. DTV, you like oil. You like oil like I like Gal Gadot. Okay, so let's take a look at oil then for DTV. Brian, hello guys. Yeah, morning, Brian. How are you? Okay. All right, yeah, morning guys. Let's have a look at oil. So oil, again, let's start with the weekly chart. So yeah, I mean, weekly structure, we are in a downtrend. Yeah. Had a bit of, but held and broke. I mean, if this was the last low or this was the last low, it doesn't matter. It's broke. And this level held. This last high held. Okay, so structurally, we're in a downtrend. We've got lower lows. We don't know what the next lower high is yet. All right, but we do have lower lows. And I think we have a bit of room down to potentially this 65 level. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. Okay, and then let's take a look at the candles. Yeah, you'll see that on the day chart, this will become an important level. All right, this level through here. All right, and prices come down, broke it. We've got a bit of bullish buying here, but this candle here is still the overriding candle of this market. Yeah, this tells me sellers are still in control. All right, so weekly chart would suggest shorts. All right, but now we're going to drop down to the daily chart. All right, and this area through here is an important zone. Okay, let's just pull it down a little bit. Why did I pull that down a little bit? I'm pulling it down a little bit just to take into account these wicks. Yeah, these wicks and these wicks as well. All right, so on the day chart, structurally, again, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, this was potentially the last high. I thought we was going to come down from here, but it's actually had some buying momentum upwards. Okay, so arguably you could say structurally we're in a downtrend, in an uptrend, okay, on the day chart. But we are hitting a very important level here on the day chart and the weekly chart. Remember, the weekly chart is in a downtrend, guys. So for me and oil, I would only be looking for shorts from this gray zone. Yeah, I would be looking for shorts. And if you're a swing trader, but potentially back down to these lows or even that weekly 65 level. Okay, but I would be looking for shorts. So what do I want to see when price gets into my gray zone? I want to see price break down on some of the lower time frames. All right, so let's look at H4. So H4 structure hasn't broken down. Yeah, we are clearly in an uptrend on H4. But it's hit our gray zone, yeah, all right, and we've had this, very bearish red candle. That is a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, okay? And you could just trade off of that, put your enter here, put your stop here and come down. But for me, guys, I need to see a structure breakdown, okay? So let's drop down to the H1 chart now, all right? And for me, yeah, I would start shorting this pair from here. Okay, so this is the important zone for this H1 chart. All right, so again, even on the H1, price is in an uptrend. Okay, it's still in an uptrend until these lows are broken, and therefore the grey zone is broken. All right, so we've got about another 50 minutes. It'll be interesting to see what this candle does. Yeah, if it stays broke, yeah, I would take shorts down to this grey zone, back down to these last lows here. All right, let me draw this out a bit, yeah. Okay, so if this candle does stay broke of these levels, yeah, I would take shorts back down. I'd probably aim for 77.50, this psychological level. All right, so that's how I would trade this. It's reacted at a very important weekly and daily level, and now H1 structure is breaking down. I would short it, but it all depends on what this candle does. If this candle closes back up into this grey zone, it could quite easily come back up to here. All right, I need to see a break of this. All right, so there's oil for you, DTV. If you want to know how strong the GPP is, check this out. So, okay, you get currency strength. There's websites. There's any you can look at currency strengths. It compares the strength of a currency. But again, guys, you can look at the charts. This will tell you which currency pair is the strongest and which one is the weakest. Everything is in the charts. All right, but yeah, there are websites and other things that give you the strength of each currency pair. But look at the charts, guys. It's all there. And guys, yeah, if you're enjoying this analysis, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and also smash the like button. We'd love to have you guys. Come join us. Okay, did you do pound US dollar? Nicholas, no, I haven't. So let's take a look. All right, and Euro Aussie dollar. Okay, good, because these are some of my trade ideas for today, guys. Great minds think alike. So let's start with pound US dollar. So guys, I showed you New Zealand US dollar is a trade idea for today. Okay. So let's take a quick look at that. So New Zealand US dollar. Yeah, what do I want to see? So we're looking for shorts from potentially this grey zone, guys. All right, this is the H1 chart. I explained on the daily and weekly while I'm taking this. But if price comes back up to here, yeah, back up to these highs, we get a bearish reaction. Okay, I think we could start trading this pair back down to these lows, close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Okay, we could trade New Zealand US dollar like this, or guys, there was a bit of an area through here. Okay, so again, we could also trade it like this, guys. If price comes back, maybe it doesn't quite reach this level, but price comes back down, messes around at this grey zone, and then breaks it. Okay, and then again, a break of H1 structure here means we could start looking for shorts from here. Okay, I wanted to show you that quickly because that's a trade idea. And also, so is pound US dollar. All right, so pound US dollar, guys, if we look at the day chart. Okay, so if we look at the day chart, structurally it's breaking down. All right, so price is clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then price has broken down. It's broken this last high and this last piece of resistance here. Okay, so this grey zone is an important support and resistance zone. Okay, because this was a trade idea from yesterday, guys. Yeah, so structurally we're breaking down and now it's come up and hit our grey zone. Okay, and it reacted yesterday. So again, I still think because of this reaction, I still think we have a bit of room back down to this 1950 level, which corresponds with this last low here. All right, so that's my conservative target. I mean, you could let it run. You could let it run as well, guys. All right, but my conservative target is 1950. But currently speaking, that's still a good 80 pips. All right, so I'm looking for shorts. And just look at these candles, guys. You can tell sellers are in control. Seller, seller, seller. Not a strong buyer. Seller, seller. Not a strong buyer. Not a strong buyer. Seller. Okay, sellers are in control. Now we're going to drop down to the H1 chart. Okay, so yeah, this was our grey zone from yesterday, guys. All right, this was our grey zone, and if you shorted it from there, you would have made nice money. This is still a grey zone for today. So if price comes up to this level and we get a bearish reaction, yeah, we can start shorting it again. Take some profit here, let some run. All right. But also, guys, I'm seeing another grey zone through here. Price action's obviously disgusting because it's Christmas. Yeah. But there's definitely some price action through here. But look at this price action over Christmas. Disgusting to look at. Okay, but yeah, you can still see reacted here, 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 here. Even try to react here. It's reacted here and it's reacted here. All right. So if price doesn't come up to here, I think we can still trade from here. If we get a bearish reaction in this grey box, yeah, then I think we can start taking shorts. First of all, you know how I roll. I take price back down to the last H1 low. I close 80% and then I leave 20% to run. All right, so we've got a couple of areas that we can start shorting the pound from. Pound US dollar. Okay, so Nicholas, that's pound US dollar. Also bat Jarrell. Okay, Euro Aussie dollar, high bat. A regular on our channel. Yeah, and guys, yeah, thank you, Terence. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Yeah, if you're enjoying the analysis. Euro Aussie dollar. All right, this is also a trade idea from yesterday and potentially a trade for today as well. Right. So I could show you the weekly chart, guys, but no real need just yet. To be honest with you, yeah, this is a day chart. Let's start with the weekly chart. Now I've said that, I have to show you. So on the weekly chart, it's clearly in an uptrend. Yeah. Yeah. It's in an uptrend. Yeah. Higher lows, higher highs. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to see that. All right. I don't like this candle. Yeah. The wick, excuse me, the wick on this candle. Yeah, I don't, but I still think we have room up to this level, or at least this level. Yeah, because these are the last weekly highs, not here. Okay, so I still think we have room up to this big psychological level of 16,000, or potentially these last highs. Okay, so these blue lines are my target. If we drop down to the day chart now, it's in a really good area for us to buy. Yeah. How many times do we see this, guys? Yeah. Price in an uptrend. Yeah. When it breaks support, when it breaks resistance, it comes back down. Resistance becomes support. We can go back higher. All right. So just structurally, we're in a very good area to start buying. All right. Then let's take a look at the candles. So let's zoom in a little bit. This candle here, yeah, reacted so aggressively at these last highs. And ever since then, we've had bearish candles, but it doesn't tell me sellers are in control. Yeah, yeah, they are all inside candles. Every one of those candles, this large green candle, every one of these candles is within that green candle. So usually what happens with an inside candle is we get a pop lower, break this low, but then we get a wick back into this level, and then we can start taking price up. All right. So I'm looking for buys. If we drop down to the lower time frames now, what do I want to see? Okay. So first and foremost, yeah, I want this this grey zone to hold. I don't want to see price coming down here. Yeah, if price starts coming down here, don't buy it. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah, so I want to see this grey zone hold first and foremost. Okay, H4, I mean, we are in a downtrend. All right, we are in a downtrend, but this could be a double bottom area. Let's see. And then we're going to drop down to the H1 chart because I love to be with H1 structure. All right. So for me to take this Euro Aussie dollar long, yeah, we're going to look at this zone through here. Let me make it a bit wider. So this zone through here, guys, I would want to see. So two ways of trading it. You could wait for price to come into this grey zone. You get a bullish reaction on the H1 or even the H4, and then you can start trading that candle. Put your stop below the candle. Okay? A lot of traders do this. I do this sometimes, but the majority of the time is I'm looking for H1 structure break. All right? So what I want to see, guys, is a break of this level. Yeah, I want to see price. It may well react here, then price comes up, okay, but then eventually breaks these last highs here and this grey zone because price has reacted here, and obviously here. Once we get a break of this grey zone, maybe a retest, yeah, I am buying here. Yeah, I'm buying like a maniac. Okay, so that's what I want to see, but the aggressive trader could trade from down here. All right, but Euro Aussie dollar, we're looking for longs. Hex, thank you very much. You're welcome, Hexan. Thank you, Terence. Hit the like button. What is a gagadoo? I don't know. Terence, thanks for the reminder. Done. Smash the like button. Yep. Cheers, Terence. Cheers, HMH. Thanks, Tom. Understanding more and more on trade on and other pairs. Good. DTV. This is what I do this channel for. Yeah, I want other traders to understand market structure, support and resistance, candlesticks, and understand that all the information is on the charts. Yeah. People use indicators and make money. Good for them. Yeah. I know traders personally who make money using indicators, but for me, guys, everything you need to know is on that chart. So yeah, learn how to restructure, how to do a top-down approach, how to plot your support and resistance zones, and how to read candlesticks. Do those things. Okay, so green world, good question. Okay, so when you say sellers or buyers have taken control of the market, what do you actually mean? Other side has completely quit or overcome. The other side hasn't completely quit, but they are getting bullied out of the market. Okay, let's go back to, I think it was pound US dollar or New Zealand US dollar. Let's go to the day chart. All right. So, yeah, this is an example. Okay, Greenwood, it's a good question. This is an example. Yeah. So, in an uptrend, you're going to see bullish green candles. Yeah, look at these red candles. Not really, sellers are not really in control. And then bang, green candles. Okay, get some selling pressure. We think maybe, yeah, this is a little bit undecided for me. But then bang, buyers are back in control. Bang, and then we start seeing red candles enter the market and quite bearish red candles, but buyers still want to push it up. Okay, and then we get to an important level. Yeah, this grey zone was that weekly resistance level. And then look what happens now. Ever since we've reached this weekly high, look at what happens to the green candles. Yeah, look at what happens to the green candles. Bearish candle, bearish candle. Look at the bullish candle now. Look at that green candle. Yeah, buyers are getting bullied. Yeah, sellers. Buyers, buyers. Look at those bullish candles now. They're like, can we push it back up? Sellers are like, no, we cannot. Yeah, that's what I mean. Buyers haven't given up. Yeah, you will always have buyers and sellers in the market. And thank God we do. Otherwise, our positions would never be filled. All right. But you can see here that buyers are losing the fight. Sellers are dominating the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 candles. Yeah, sellers are in control of this market at the moment. All right. So that's what I mean, Green. Simple as that. Yeah. What are the candlesticks telling us? Are we seeing more red, more, and strong red candles? And then look at the reaction of the green candles. They're getting weaker and weaker. Yeah. If I put a line down the middle here, and you compared this side and looked at the candles, and you compared this side and looked at the candles, yeah, green, G for green candles are in control here, and R for red candles are in control here. All right, and it's no coincidence that that's happened at a very important level up here. All right, but good question, Green. Let me just show you one more of my trade ideas. No, they are my trade ideas, actually, guys. Okay, so yeah, pound US dollar short, New Zealand US dollar short, Euro Aussie dollar long. I just want to give you my trade ideas, guys. And I'm also looking at the yen pairs. Let me just show you the yen pairs before I do any more questions, guys. Let me just take a look at the yen pairs. So all of the yen pairs are in interesting levels, but two specifically are. And that is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. All right. So just on the day chart, let's start with the weekly chart, actually. So weekly chart, yeah, we can see we are clearly, it was in an uptrend. Yeah, remember, if we don't get higher highs, price could be breaking down. Sure enough, price breaks down, breaking this last low here and even these lows here. So the weekly chart is in a downtrend. Yeah. And I think we have a bit of room before we start seeing some potential support level. All right. If I zoom out, you can see why I've plotted that. Yeah, it's here. This is the first potential area of support we might find here. But then what we want to know, guys, is how far will the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen retrace before it comes down? You know, will it come to this gray zone and come down, or will it come to this gray zone and come down? Yeah, again, we don't know. I cannot tell the future, but I can read the market. Okay, so then we go to the day chart, guys. So for me, those are those two gray zones. Yeah, so clearly this gray zone's been important. This higher gray zone, price has reacted many times here. All right, but also, yeah, if I zoom back in now, yeah, this gray zone. Yeah, because it was support for such a long time. Yeah, so Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, it's in an interesting zone. So we're in this gray zone now. All right. So once we hit this gray zone, I'm then going to drop down to the lower time frames and see what's going on. So H4, okay, still in an uptrend. Let's look at H1. So now we've hit our gray zone, guys. Yeah, this is the gray zone up here that I was talking about. This is now the H1 chart. All right. And I want to see a breakdown in structure. So price is clearly in an uptrend. All right. So what do I want to see? I want to see something like this. Okay. I want to see, it could come back up it could come back up. Sorry. That line was the worst line I've drawn yet. All right, so price could do this, yeah, come up and test these highs, yeah, when we see a bit of sideways action. But then once we get a break of these lows, yeah, we got lower highs, yeah, lower lows. All right, I want to see some price action like this for me to start shorting this pair. Okay, it's the same with Swiss franc Japanese yen. Okay, so Swiss franc Japanese yen hasn't quite hit our zone yet. All right, so that still has a little bit to go. So again, what I want to see, guys, this is the day chart. Yeah, we're clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, come back up, tested these last highs here, but then came shooting down. We've got lower lows. Yeah, we are in a downtrend. But again, where will it retrace to? And I think this grey zone here is a beautiful place to start looking for shorts. All right, so it still has a little bit way to go up to this grey zone. But if we drop down to the H1 chart, guys, it's not far away from this grey zone, yeah? So again, exactly the same as Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. It's clearly in an uptrend. Once it gets up to here, I want to see something like this. Yeah, structure breaks down and we can start shorting this pair. All right, guys, so yeah, just to recap, pound US dollar, New Zealand US dollar, looking for shorts. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, looking for shorts, and Euro, Aussie dollar, looking for buys. Okay. Yeah, and they are my trade ideas for today, guys. Guys, have we got time? I did look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar earlier on. Guys, I've got to do the news. I've got to do the news before we run out of time, guys. All right. So let me just. Sorry, I'm making notes here. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the news now, guys. All right. So news for Wednesday, the 28th of December. We do actually have a bit of news today. We've just got this pending home sales at 3 o'clock London GMT. Okay, so this could move the US dollar pair. It could potentially really move it because it's quite, the volume is thin on the festive season. So yeah, it could really potentially move the US dollar this. Okay, so that's the only piece of news that we're interested in today. And I'm going to do one more trade idea for whoever's next. Okay, US dollar, Japanese yen. This is for DUC, duck high. All right, I'm going to do this for you. Snoop, we looked at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar earlier in the vid, so check that out, mate. We were potentially, if I had to trade it, I was looking for buys. But yeah, last trade idea for duck hue. I probably pronounced that terribly. And guys, can I just say, if you're enjoying this analysis, yeah, then subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button and smash the like button. We'd love to have you on the channel. Join the Discord channel as well, guys. Yeah, lots of great traders on there. Right, let's take a look. Thank you, HMH. I appreciate that. And to boho, we've looked at gold. We didn't look at the indices today, but we have looked at gold. Let's look at US dollar, Japanese yen to finish. Guys, on US dollar, Japanese yen, I already have my gray zones in. I give these to you every morning. So US dollar yen is clearly in a downtrend. All right, structurally, we're in a downtrend, but we've seen an area of support, hence my gray zone. All right, so that's what we're seeing here. So would I like to keep shorting this into this zone? No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. But also, I wouldn't like to buy this pair because this low here or this low here, these are good zones to start shorting. So for me, just a quick glance at this pair is a stay out of US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, I'm not willing to keep shorting into a very strong resistance support level, and I don't want to buy into potential daily areas of resistance. So I need to let this trade play out a bit. Yeah, if we start getting breaks of these lows here, yeah, out of this gray zone, I'm looking for shorts. But for trading this today, I wouldn't like to trade this pair at all. What I would like to trade is the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen and Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So maybe check those out instead. All right, guys, I've got to call it a day. I hope you've enjoyed the analysis. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for joining me this morning, guys. Keep enjoying your Christmas, your New Year, and I'll see you tomorrow for more trade ideas. See you later.